Hey everybody, it's Courtney from Dandelion Branding. Welcome back. This week we will be talking about website metrics that matter, and I will show you exactly what you should be tracking and how. Google Analytics is a fantastic free tool that provides insights into your website traffic, your website audience, your users' interests, and how they're interacting with your site. It does a lot more as well. It is an incredibly robust system, and there is certainly a lot to look at, and it can definitely be intimidating. So we put together this free guide so that you can know exactly which pieces you should be tracking at first, so you can begin to make database decisions for your business. So if you'd like to follow along with me, then visit our blog article and download your own copy of our free template that we've created. This is going to provide you with the entire layout for the exact metrics that you should be tracking, and this is what I'll be using in today's walkthrough.
Okay, so to get started, I have our Google Analytics up on the right-hand side of the screen and our data tracking template on the left. And you'll see that this is the dashboard, and all of the options for how we're going to find the different metrics are on this left-hand bar. And we'll start out with information about how our audience got to our website. And to do that, you will choose the acquisition option. Then, by clicking Overview, you'll have a list here of the different traffic sources for your website. And there's a lot of actually really useful information here. So the first thing first is to make sure that your date range is accurate for what you want to be tracking. This is definitely the first step always when you're getting started with tracking data, is to make sure that you always have the appropriate date chosen. You don't want to be collecting inaccurate data just because you are listing it differently. So we're going to start out with February 1st through 8th, and here you'll see the number of users on your website overall, the number of sessions, and that means that a user could come back more than once. So those are considered sessions anytime anyone is on your site. Then we'll have a look at the different sources of traffic. So of those few hundred people, how did they get there? So we're just kind of copying the metrics over into our spreadsheet so that we can have an ongoing record of our information. And that helps us to sort of be able to see trends and help us to know just what's working and what's not in terms of driving traffic to our site. So the different options for your acquisition channels may change, but that's pretty understandable because you might have ads, you might have different things that are driving people to your website. So it's totally okay. Just add a new column there for an additional traffic source and you're good to go. And then we're going to look at new versus returning visitors. And this is a really interesting one because you definitely want to know if folks are returning to your website to learn more. These are people that are going to be really engaged and folks that you'll definitely want to have a better understanding of so that you can properly target to them if you are selling any sort of products or services. Okay, so for this next section, we want to know the type of device the user is visiting our site on. So we are going to go into audience, mobile, and overview to see this. We want to know this information because we want to know what to optimize our website for. Of course, you'll always want to optimize for everything, but knowing the percentage of users that come on a particular device will definitely help you to know where to focus your efforts. So just copy over this information and it'll be a really interesting one to look at to make sure that your landing pages and everything that you're creating is always up to par on the device that most of your users visit your site on. Okay, so that was all of the data on this first tab here of our template. So let's go to the second page, and this is where we actually look at the landing pages and where your users are actually landing when they first visit your site. So to get here, you want to go into Behavior, then Site Content, and Landing Pages. And you'll want to be looking at the number of sessions for how many folks have seen these pages in order to note your top 3 landing pages. So this will show the web page URLs, and you'll want to note the number of sessions on this particular page, and the percentage of total sessions will calculate there for you in our template. And it's really important to track this information because if you are optimizing your website for SEO, then you'll want to know what pages are pulling in the most traffic. And this could be for a number of reasons. It might not be for actually useful reasons. There might be a particular article you've written that has certain wording that perhaps is pulling in less than qualified clients or less actually interested in buyers. And you'll want to sort of be really thoughtful when you're thinking about why people tend to be landing on these pages. And that's why we have this note section here, so you can make any notes for trends that you're seeing. We see that typically the week that we are launching a new blog article, that page is amongst our top landing pages. But then we also usually have our home page or our services page, as well as one of our higher ranking blog articles. Those tend to be our 3 that we see the most often. So we are aware that those are the trends, but it took us time to kind of see where people are landing. You'll want to also take a look really at pages that people are not getting to. Some of the worst performers in terms of the landing pages here by going to the next pages in your analytics. There's a lot that you can explore, and all of this is meant to help you to feel more confident in making decisions about your website by knowing how your users are actually interacting with it and what pages are more effective than others.
So I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed today's video, then definitely give us a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel for more awesome content that we are creating to help your business grow. And have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.